It's like peeling glue off your hand. Yes! Anyway, little raptors, so as T-Rex here, so as you saw just then, I'm gonna be making, let me start over. Hey my little raptors, T-Rex here, welcome back to my channel, Makeup is My Magic, as you know. And today, I'm going to be showing you, well, this is actually part 1 of 2 parts of working with gelatin, which it's starting to thicken up right now, so let's get started. Well, actually, we're going to, as you saw already, we're going to be making a gash on our arm. So, let's get started. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe at the end of this video to become a raptor, and give this video a like, and comment down below and tell me what you want me to do next. Now, without making this intro too long, let's get started. So like I just showed before, you're going to need gelatin, which is actually very easy to make and very cheap. All you need is some unflavored gelatin, water, and glycerin that you can find at a craft store or food store. So just make sure it's heated up, but not too hot. Not too hot. I might actually take this again because it's starting to get really thick. Okay, so I'm back. I had to warm this up again because it was getting really thick. So now that's all nice and liquidy, you're going to want to test it on your finger. Make sure it's not too hot. It's good. So, start by on your arm. Nice arm with a wrap on it. Take your gelatin. Not too hot. And get some on your stick and just start making an edge. And then blend the ends of it down. Your arm just a little. Just gonna start doing this with the inner edge. Just to give it a bit of a okay if it gets like stringy like that. It gives a better effect. Okay. I couldn't talk for a minute. Now, do the same thing on the other, like, this. Do-do-do-do. So that you get something that looks like that. Now, like I said before, do this with the inside. Now take a little bit on your stick, make sure it's not too much. Take it just a little and start dabbing it into the middle. You don't want to fill up the entire center part with gelatin, just dab some in. And it gives a really good effect later. So then you have this. Okay. Put your gelatin aside and let this cool completely before you put the paint on. So now that your gelatin has completely cooled on your arm, take a small detailed brush. That's not it. That's not it. That is it. like this one. I don't know how well you can see that. Like that. And then dip it in some red paint. I'm using water activated paint. Get some on there. Okay, and just brush that all in the center, especially focusing on those little under pieces. First part, you might want to use a bigger brush because you're filling in the entire centerpiece too. So just fill all that in. And once you have all that filled in with red, go in and fill and put a little bit of black in the center. And mix it with the red. And I did not mention this before, but as you guys can tell, I have a new background for this video. Okay, now if you think you might have added a little too much black, add a little bit more red. There we go. Just like that. Now going with a little bit of black, right in these little areas right here, right where we made that little lip part, because there, that was strange. That sounded weird. Did anyone else hear that? Because right in here is where it would look like you'd have dried blood. Like that. I just rinsed off my brush, and there's some water on it, so I'm just going to blend that black out into the red a bit. I actually need more red paint. Okay. They have that. In this lighting, it literally looks all black, but it's not. Now, take a sponge. If I can find my sponge. Oh, there it is. Take a sponge, dip it in some water, make it kind of damp, and just dab it in the very middle, mostly where those globs of gelatin are that you made. Because this will then lighten it up and make it look like something on the inside of your arm. Now I kind of washed away all the color, so I'm just going to put that color back in there. Just by dabbing it in. And we're going to go with some fake blood later, so, you know. Gonna add a little bit more red. Now that you have that done, take your sponge, dip it in some water, and dip it into your yellow paint. And then just dab it around the edges. My sponge still has other colors of paint on it from before, but that's perfectly fine. Just dab it around messily, because you want it to look very bruised. I'm just using the dry end to soak up any like too much stuff. Just gonna add some lighter yellow because if it's a little too dark, that's like white. Why is that like white? Adding some blue and some purple. This is okay, just soaking up any excess water. Just kind of smudging that around with my finger. Blending it to give it more of a bruised look. Like that. Now, take maybe some your mixture of black and red and just kind of make it dripping out of the gash. Like that. Now, for the fun part. Blood. Fake blood. Blood. I just got this from Walgreens today because we were out. So, just got these from Walgreens. It was pretty cheap too. So, as you all know, it's September, and that means next month is October. And not only does that mean Halloween, but The Walking Dead comes back on! So excited! And I also love Halloween. It's like one of my favorite holiday. Now the fake blood that I have is kind of like a glue, like a jello-y kind of I can't speak. Consistency. As you can see, it's very jello-y like. Just kind of dabbing that all on in there. Really getting it in those creases, crevasses. I hit my candle. It's a bit thick, so I'm taking it out, taking a little bit of it out. And adding more, kind of gooping out. And just kind of dabbing it, because blood is not clean. It gets everywhere. And now you're done. Now you can go scare your friends and parents with this. Why will not focus? There we go. So yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like I said before, to become a raptor. Also, I have a new channel called, let me think of it. Randomness Intensified is the name of it. So make sure you go subscribe to that channel, and I will see you on my next video. Bye-bye!